Dear listeners and people of the household of faith, welcome to Safe Haven, your place of rest. God said, "Tell my people that faith is missing, largely on all they do with me. I have told them in my word that without faith it is impossible to please me, because if you must receive from me, you must be on the same pedestal faith as I am." Hebrew 11, verse 6. I have observed my people for a long time, and I can see that Satan put fear in them always, and they rather prefer to entertain fear from Satan than put on their armor of faith to defeat him. Ephesians 6, verse 13. Do you know it takes you having disagreement with Satan to have agreement with me? Who do you submit yourself to? Whosoever you submit yourself to is your master and will lead you in what he knows how to do best. Take a look at all your patriarchs in faith. They did well only on the platform of faith with me. Moses in Numbers 12, verse 7. Do you know that the Lord rendered to every man according to his righteousness and faithfulness? David is a man of faith in every sense of it. As a result of his faith and heart for the things of God, he said unto David, "My faithfulness shall be established forever, as the moon over you and your generation unborn." Psalm 89, verse 37. A man sick of the palsy exercised his faith and got his miracle, Matthew 9, verse 2. Also, a woman brought to Jesus was healed because he saw her faith. Jesus said to the woman, "Daughter, be of good cheer, your faith has made you whole." Matthew 9, verse 22. This woman was made whole same hour. Another woman operating on a high level of faith in Matthew 15, verse 28, was connected to Jesus on that platform of faith. And Jesus said to her, "Woman, great is your faith. Be it unto you according to your faith." And her daughter was made whole that very hour too. In all of these encounters, there are still people who Jesus rebuked their faithlessness. Jesus said to Thomas, "Since you don't believe I am the resurrected Christ, reach hither thy finger and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing." John 20, verse 27. In Matthew 16, verse 8, Jesus perceived the level of unbelief in this gathering and said unto them, "O ye of little faith." In Matthew 17, verse 17, he said unto them, "Faithless and perverse generation, how long will I be with you?" Romans 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Nay, God is faithful to walk through the challenges with as many that are faithful to him. Holding your armor of faith is for you to be able to stand in the evil days and quench the fiery wrath of the wicked around you. Ephesians 6, verse 13. It takes faith to please God, but I have prayed for you that your faith fail not. Luke 22, verse 32. Friends, the list goes on. Put your faithful cap on from this moment, because Satan will not let you be without your faith being seen of him. Is there anything you are believing God for? When you pray, believe that God is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Hebrews 11, verse 6. God said, "Tell them that I have said, and I am saying again, the just shall live by his faith." Habakkuk 2, verse 4. He said, "If any man draws back, my soul will have no pleasure in him." God said, "Tell my people to go forward and shouldn't be distressed, because the journey is far and they need my strength to pull through. I am holding their hands in every battle they face, so they should not be afraid. They are not alone." In one of my prayers this week, God spoke specifically to some of his children about what they are passing through and what they need to know about their situation. A man need to hear this. God said, "Your town is in the process of selecting a new king. You will be consulted to be considered as one of the contenders to the throne. Do not reject, but embrace it. I am sending you there to build the faith of the people in me. Pull down every satanic plantations and establish my kingdom in your town. Behold, I am with you in all that is involved. A man need to hear this. God said, don't play with fire, because it will burn you. Refrain from going against your church and your leader. If you don't want to continue with them, leave in peace. Do not attempt to pull down my church. I have said, I will build my church, and gate of hell shall not prevail against it. Because I will consume you, you know I am a consuming fire. A woman need to hear this. God said, you have a sickness that is seasonal. It comes and go. Each time it comes, it will make you to be without any strength. You will be completely down in body and soul, but your spirit remain intact. This is an attack from the pit of hell to make you worthless and unproductive in your later years. Fight this battle on your knees and expect my victory. A man need to hear this. God said, I am about to do the unimaginable in your life. There are forces that promised to never let you raise your head among your siblings. You are the eldest son, but all your junior brothers are well ahead of you in life, marriage, financial success, and well-being. A whirlwind is coming from me very soon that will establish your authority in your family. Peace. A woman need to hear this. God said always pray for your household, your husband, and your children. Satan is planning an attack to bring down your family with some inexplainable sickness that is aimed at draining your finance. Be on your knee with me and deliver your family from this attack. Set up an altar of praise for me between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. every day, and I will consume your enemies. My peace be upon your family. Friends, the following scriptures are relevant on improving our faith and connecting with God for victory over satanic infiltrations in our life, family, and business. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Implication: faith is the foundational belief in unseen realities. It's about trusting God even when you can't see the outcome. Application: in life, this means trusting God during uncertainty, like waiting for healing, waiting for children, job breakthroughs, or answered prayers. Faith says God is working even if I can't see it. James 2:17. In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Implication: faith isn't just belief, it's belief in action. Real faith always moves us to do something. Application: don't just say you believe God will provide. Apply for that job. Don't just say you trust Him. Step out of your comfort zone. Live your faith practically. Romans 10:17. Consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. Implication: faith grows by exposure to God's word. The more you hear it, the more you believe. Application: regular Bible reading, listening to sermons, and surrounding yourself with God's truth will deepen your faith and help guide your decisions. Mark 11:22-24. Have faith in God, Jesus answered. Truly, I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go, throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt, it will be done for them. Implication: faith can move obstacles when aligned with God's will. Doubt hinders miracles. Application: when facing mountains in your life, be it illness, debt, or fear, speak to them in faith and act with trust that God will move. 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we live by faith, not by sight. Implication: a believer's life is guided by spiritual truth, not just physical realities. Application: don't let fear or circumstances rule your decisions. Live by God's promises, even when you can't see immediate results. Galatians 2:20. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Implication: our old self is gone. Our new life is anchored in trust in Jesus. Application: live your life conscious of Christ's love. Let that love guide how you forgive, serve, and interact with others. Matthew 21:22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Implication: faith is the key to answered prayer. Belief unlocks God's responses. Application: approach prayer with expectation. Don't just ask, believe. Trust God's timing, even if the answer is delayed. Ephesians 2:8-9. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God. Implication: salvation is not earned, it's received by faith. Grace is the foundation. Application: stop striving to earn God's love. Accept it freely and extend that same grace to others. Don't judge, but love. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Implication: trusting God over our logic brings clarity and direction. Application: when making tough decisions, career, relationships, lean into God, not just your reasoning. He'll guide your steps. 1 John 5:4. For everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Implication: faith is a weapon. It empowers believers to overcome worldly pressures and spiritual battles. Application: when faced with temptations, rejection, or struggles, remember, your faith is your victory. Hold on to it and keep moving forward. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to this channel. Join us to build your faith and your anchor in God, in preparation against any storm or challenge of life. Whether we like it or not, challenges or storm will come. The level of our preparedness will determine our victory. Shalom.